sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Olynyk in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Warriors, they've got Harrison Barnes. Ellis is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Paul George, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5, down low. The layup missed. New Orleans with the ball. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. San Francisco passing it around. And that one, good. Chamberlain got 6 points. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Olynyk finds McCollum. Releases. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
So it's the Pelicans now after the Warriors pick up 3. Kicks it out to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the run. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I like how Murray pushes the pace, pulling up for the shot right off the pass.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside, George. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's McCollum. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Olynyk, high post. Poked loose. And here we go. San Francisco, fast break. Pull-up jumper. Out to the right wing. The second chance effort. Ellis finds Barnes. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now, here is Chamberlain, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Murray left side. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Murray surveying the D. Clock at 2.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with San Francisco's head coach for just a bit. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Thank you, David. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Murray for 3. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. San Francisco leading by 11. Pass to Alvarado. Chamberlain kicks to Ellis. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Murray outside. Tipped away. McCollum against Ellis. And McCollum is good for 3.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Pass to Chamberlain. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Ellis wide open. They grab their own miss. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Murray. San Francisco making their last shot. Now here's Olynyk. Chamberlain brings the double team. McCollum kicks to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Murray. Over Alvarado. Murray, no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of near ugly, but it's getting there.
Now with a fair amount of the season already completed, RJ, what storylines have stood out so far to you?
Well, it's really the players that have made the leap into stardom. But look, the season is far from over, and I'm curious to see if these guys can continue to get better.
That one is off. And some changes here for San Francisco. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Paul George. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Ellis. And Ball subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And he sinks the second. And here is Williamson. In the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Launches it. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball dishes to Barnes. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Now here's Brown. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the paint. Kicks it out to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hits it from 3-point range.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. 8-point game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
New Orleans moving it around. Shoots the 3. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Ball. Chamberlain, the pass to Ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. And the Warriors lead by 13.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Williamson. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Kept alive. They shoot again. Down low. Here's Olynyk. Lays it up off the glass. Olynyk's got 5.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Right, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Ricky Rubio checked in for New Orleans. Pass to Olynyk. Williamson outside. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That went on Olynyk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They trail by 14. Outside, Jones. From 12 feet out. That's short off the rim. San Francisco has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brown down low. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Messi. He's coming off a 10-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Out to Thompson. Outside, Ball. Back to Thompson. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Brown.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Ball. Thompson outside. Outside, Ball. Inside, here's Chamberlain. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Brown. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And a wide open look for McCollum. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch and shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Here's Thompson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The kick out to Brown. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
There's 18 seconds left in the first. McCollum against Ball. To the inside. Fader on the way. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Chamberlain got 17.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And it's San Francisco with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
We've got Chamberlain. Thompson is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Mobo in at the 4 slot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And for the Pelicans, they've got Jones. McCollum is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Messi in at the power forward position. Pelicans trail by 16. Jones drives in and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Here's Kolek. Adams with the screen on McCollum. They get it again. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. And taken away by Brown. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Jones, no one around him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Adams. Here's Kolek. And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Brown. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pass to Adams. Caldwell-Pope outside. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. Pelicans trail by 13. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Murray kicks to McCollum. Off target from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thompson against Brown. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum outside. Pass to Jones. And the Pelicans miss again.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Golick. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Jones, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Brown the pass to Murray. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Warriors leading by 13. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
On the clock, here's Caldwell Pope, and that one, good. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
McCollum against Caldwell Pope. Back to Murray. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
It'll be San Francisco with their first time out of the game here. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Brown. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
And so it's San Francisco with it. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Golick. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Paul George.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Chamberlain with the block.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for San Francisco. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 16. Pass to Jones. Murray outside. Trying to end the drought. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Murray's got 5 points so far.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Chamberlain with it. by Hield, nobody around, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. The three from George. Misi grabs the rebound. Misi's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Here's McCollum. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
For San Francisco, they've gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. So he gets them both.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Now here's Williamson. And it's Laravia with the rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Jones at the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And the second free throw, good. San Francisco leading by 15. Alvarado with it. Still yet to score. Here's Chamberlain. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Francisco. Ellis comes in for Hield. Pass to Misi. Kicks it out to Jones. A floater. Chamberlain with the block. And here we go. San Francisco fast break. Barnes finds Alvarado. Back to Barnes. San Francisco passing it around. That one falls. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this right here is some old school shit. This is what they did back in this. This is a 1960s play. If you look in 2K's playbook, you can find these old school plays. You got to dig deep for them. This is what they were doing back in Wilt day. A cross switch at the pinch post area with not very much spacing, as you can see. Look at this. This is what they were doing in the 60s, y'all. That's 1960s offense right there, baby.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Outside, Jones. Williamson is screen on Ellis. And oh Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
A moment here to check out the numbers for George. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, putting up about 24 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. San Francisco leading by 17. Now Alvarado. Nothing on the board. That's a 2 from Barnes. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Murray. Williamson with it, covered by Barnes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Great positioning on the putback. So it's the Warriors now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. George with no one around. No good on the triple. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 15-point game. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Misi, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Outside, George. Pass to Chamberlain. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Williamson. Here's Chamberlain. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Chamberlain got 21 in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Jones, the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Pass to Chamberlain. The 3 from George. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Now here's Murray. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now Alvarado. Chamberlain kicks to George. Ellis with it. Here's Alvarado. Still scoreless. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Murray outside. Williamson looking it over. Murray outside. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Jones against George. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Murray. Inside. Here's Misi. And stolen by Chamberlain. George finds Barnes. Back to George. They get the rebound. His shot by Chamberlain, no good. Williamson against Ellis. Williamson left side. Here's Messi. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pelicans trail by 11. Harrison Barnes is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Ellis, and it's George in at the 3.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
And for New Orleans, in the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Olynyk in at the center.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And for the Warriors, Chamberlain is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Ellis. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's George in at the 3 slot. Down low. Here's Barnes. Williamson with the block.
Boy, Williamson can get up, and he's got those long arms to boot.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon. Murray finding ways to contribute.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And, you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Pass to Ellis. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 5 assists tonight.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Barnes against Williamson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson.
Man, this is a great play by Williamson here. This is Charles Barkley type stuff right here, man. I wish he would do this more. That is Charles Barkley right there, man. That is a Charles Barkley-like move. He didn't even hesitate. He just went right to it. 3 guys. Perfect.
He's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility.
Look at that rebound, man. I got to show this rebound again, man. Bro, he got that as it was going off the glass, man. Off the rim, I should say. Bro, look at that. That's a rebound, bro. Look at Olenek, man. He waiting for it to come down. That's a man with boys, man. Damn. God damn. Shit.
Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. Astro Olenek, three-pointer, trains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Alvarado. 6 to shoot. Barnes passes to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. And he uses the glass on the layup. Chamberlain got 6 here in this quarter.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
And out of bounds as San Francisco gains possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You look at San Francisco, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for New Orleans, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Man, we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw good from Chamberlain. Here's McCollum. He's got 5. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Launches a 3, and it's San Francisco with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. George, no good. Pelicans trail by 15. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
And here's George. He's got 10. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for San Francisco. Arabia's checked in, and it's Buddy Hield in for Ellis. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 14. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Looking to get back on track here, and it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Murray against Ball. Murray down low. Can't cash in from close range. Laravia passes to George. Ball with it. Back to George. 4 on the shot clock. Here he goes. Three-pointer Hield. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
A little bit of a prayer from Hield. No cracking under pressure for him.
Murray, the pass to Olynyk. Kicks it out to Williamson. Murray outside. Shoots over Ball. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Here's Murray. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. Murray's got 14 points.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Ball dishes to George. Misses from short range. Pelicans trail by 16. McCollum with the ball. Outguarded by Hield. Here's Murray. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Back to Hield. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Murray against Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And some changes here for San Francisco. Maxi Kleber comes in for Chamberlain. That's Thompson in for Paul George. And New Orleans also making a change. Brown's checked in. Now Ball. On the wing, Thompson. There's a screen. Shot from 16. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to McCollum. Back to Williamson. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Here's Ball. Three-pointer Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hield's got 9.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Williamson. That one a little long. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Ball. In the corner, it's Kleber. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
second personal foul.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 17-point game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Ball against Olynyk. And Thompson kicks to Hield. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hield's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pelicans trail by 18. McCollum right side. Shoots over Ball. McCollum no good. San Francisco has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Thompson inside the line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thompson's got 8 points.
Perfect form with the textbook release. Watching Clay shoot is a thing of beauty.
Williamson, the pass to Olynyk. And here's McCollum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Williamson outside. From downtown. Ball with the rebound. Warriors leading by 20. Thompson in the corner. Puts up a 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Williamson double team. Brown outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Warriors shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And the shot is good. Ball's got his second basket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Olynyk, looking to end the run. And the dunk by Olynyk.
The basketball mind Williamson has is special. Just knows how to break the D down in that pick and roll.
Pass to LaRavia. The kick out to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Kleba. Olynyk is covering. Kleba, the pass to Hield. Shoots over Brown. Rebound by Olynyk. Pelicans trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Olynyk's got 8 here in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Outside, Ball. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And it's San Francisco taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Bruce Brown. Jones is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. And it's Messi in at center. Pass to Chamberlain. Ellis outside. 5 on the clock. Thompson with the bucket.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there may be more in store.
They get a hand on it. It's Ellis on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Outside, Ball. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Mobo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
At the line from San Francisco, Mobo. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Brown. Over Ellis. And it's Brown missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. On the wing, Thompson. Teardrop shot. Got a piece of it. Brown outside. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And here is Ball. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. 13 feet away. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Back to Ball. Ellis outside. Pass to Chamberlain. They double team Chamberlain.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line from San Francisco, Wilt Chamberlain.
A free throw good from Chamberlain. That one misses. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Murray outside. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Brown wide open. He fires. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray with it, now guarded by Ball. Ball against Murray. And that one comes up a bit short.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Left side, ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Fades back. Pelicans pull it in. Murray outside. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Now, here's Thompson. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and it's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Kicks it out to Jones. Offensive rebound out to the right wing. Brown against Ellis. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. And Ellis with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Pelicans making a change. Olynyk's checked in. Warriors leading by 22. Ball, the pass to Thompson. Pass to Mobo. Now Chamberlain to the inside. 5 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Olynyk, a screen on Thompson. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Thompson dishes to Chamberlain. Pass to Mobo. Here's Ball. San Francisco passing it around. Chamberlain against Olynyk. Chamberlain kicks to Thompson. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him. Murray with it. Here's Olynyk, guarded by Chamberlain. From 10 feet out. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Warriors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope against McCollum. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Olynyk finds Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Murray from deep three-point territory. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Kolek. Back to Chamberlain. At the elbow, it's George. Nails the 16-footer.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
McCollum outside. Pass to Olynyk. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
The three from McCollum, and it's San Francisco with the rebound.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
It's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's McCollum. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. It's nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Chamberlain got 5 points in the quarter.
Outstanding floor awareness from Barnes, knowing precisely when to move that rock.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Warriors on D. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Chamberlain with a screen on Murray. To the middle. His shot by Chamberlain, no good. New Orleans has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. McCollum, no good. And San Francisco with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to George. Inside. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
The Pelicans shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Murray outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all? And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And that one misses. And Murray's got the ball here for New Orleans. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. Plays it up and banks it in.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Caldwell Pope passes to George. Sinks the triple.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside, George. Now Chamberlain over Olynyk. Misses. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Hey, how you doing, Hamilton? I've already done a video like that. As a matter of fact, if you go on my channel, I did the 2016 Warriors versus the 1986 Celtics. And what you'll see is it was really more about Parrish and McHale, not Larry Bird. If you go find that video where it really illustrated the inside defensive deficiencies of the 2016 Warriors. I also did another video with the 16 Warriors against the 1998 San Antonio Spurs with Duncan and Robinson. I did a video on that one. So if you can go on my channel and search that out. But Team Chamberlain is already I think we played the Warriors in the season already. I think. So let me go ahead and see. Let me go 6. I think because the Warriors are pretty much built the same way that they were built in 2016 from the standpoint of their interior defense. I think we already played them in the season. Let me go ahead and take a look. As a matter, we got a good game coming up next, though. Check this one out. This should be a good one. Oh. Yep. This is going to be a good one right here. Team Chamberlain taking on the the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert should be there. I think he might be injured, though. I'll go check the rosters. He should be starting, though. But I think that Team Chamberlain already played the Warriors once. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it's in the Chamberlain look. There it is right there. They've already played them in the season. It's in the playlist on my channel, so you can go check that out. I think Draymond Green was trying to guard Wilt Chamberlain. You've got to see that, man. It was hilarious. Please go back and watch that video, man. Draymond Green on Wilt Chamberlain was to die for, y'all. Y'all got to see that matchup. They had Draymond Green at center, trying to check Wilt Chamberlain in the post, one-on-one with no help. They didn't try to double team. They thought he could do it. And, well, I'm not going to spoil it. No spoilers, but just go check the game. It's in the playlist in chronological order. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably be doing a Jordan or a Kobe or Bird video coming up here, or Magic Johnson coming up here next. I don't know. But I do know this. Wilt's next game will be against the Timberwolves. That's going to be a good one. So I'll see you guys for that one. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.